I've always dreamed of creating a mini world all of my own, a tiny ecosystem where different creatures and insects can coexist and live as one. I am so excited to set this up, and we're going to give this a 30-day trial. And at the end, maybe Piccolo can have a little more fun. Welcome to Serenity Bell Outdoors. Today we're diving into the art of creating a self-sustaining terrarium in 30 days. What could possibly go wrong? Spoiler, a lot. But let's first head to the pet store for an enclosure. I was looking around and I noticed there weren't really any good sales today on the enclosures, so they were out of my budget, but I had an idea to go to Marketplace. You can usually find a really good deal there, and I did find exactly what I was looking for. It did take a little digging around, but success. Okay, folks, here's how to turn this tank into a masterpiece. Step 1, hydro balls. These guys create a drainage layer so your terrarium doesn't turn into a swamp, which will drown out the insects. Step 2, we need to get reptisoil, which is a rich base for plants and critters to thrive in. For step 3, we're going to get filter mesh, which keeps the dirt where it belongs and makes your life a lot easier. This will actually be the second layer in the tank above the hydro balls. Last, we have the moss to be added, and it's not just for the looks, it also helps regulate the humidity in the terrarium. Let's go, we'll get this set up now. Now that we have the layers in place, we can go ahead and landscape our vivarium to get ready for the insects that will be added. I used 2 pieces of wood, and now I am putting in the moss just to have different hideaway points to make sure we keep that moisture nice and locked in for our vivarium. Okay, now for the exciting part, let's meet the cleanup crew, isopods. These little guys will munch on a waste and keep things tidy. Good luck, tiny janitors. Watch them explore and make themselves right at home. I love to see it. Now we are at the start of day 2, and it's time to level up the ecosystems. Say hello to the dubia roach. These hardy little roaches will provide more cleaning power and eventually some snacks for the future apex predator. Don't judge, circle of life, remember. Now we wait and let nature do its thing. I was able to go ahead and sprinkle some springtails in there. This will help with the cleanup of the leaf litter in our vivarium. We are now at day 14 and everything is thriving. Time to spice things up with a couple of new residents, 1 male and 1 female grasshopper. The grasshoppers have made themselves right at home, and I was thinking, what should we name these two? Let me know in the comments your ideas. This little ecosystem adventure is moving right along. We are at day 20, and it looks like love is in the air. Our 2 grasshoppers are deep in their courtship ritual. Nature is really fascinating and sometimes kind of awkward to watch, honestly. The grasshopper courtship can last a really long time, and they have been this way for hours. It is now day 21, and I made an executive decision that maybe the courtship has lasted long enough. The female grasshopper is looking a little bit tired after all that effort. I'm thinking it's time for her own space to rest up and prepare for her future babies. You've earned it, girl. I let her explore a little bit more in the vivarium before I was going to go ahead and take her out to put her in a separate enclosure. Goodbye, pretty mama grasshopper. We will miss you in the vivarium, but you'll have a nice little space of your own for the babies and egg sac to come. All right, we are now at day 25 and everything is thriving. I decided to go ahead and add some house crickets to help balance things out, and they also will serve as a food source for our upcoming resident, the true apex predator, who'll visit by from time to time to make sure that our population doesn't get out of control. But first, let's let these crickets get adjusted in their new home. Okay, guys, we have made it to day 27, and it's time for our apex predator, which will be Piccolo. He is coming in for a snack, and I am making sure that he won't do a great escape this time. I figured this new vivarium will be a nice little playground for both Piccolo and Goku. This will be great for stimulation and also hunting, so they can visit here from time to time away from their own enclosure. There are plenty of crickets and other insects for them to hunt, so they'll have a grand old time here. Piccolo already made himself at home and found the highest point to sit and bask. Because this enclosure is smaller than the other one, I think I'll just have them in here one at a time so they can practice hunting. Watch Piccolo get adjusted to this new location, and then at the end, you'll also be able to see him croaking with joy. Look at Piccolo go. He's such a cute, dumpy frog. Well, thank you so much for watching. This concludes our video for today. Let me know if you enjoyed it by liking, subscribing, or putting a comment down below. And let me know what you'd like me to record next time. Thank you so much once again, and you have a wonderful day.